Monday morning, it's very picturesque, but we're not going any further unless I know for certain this is the right place. It doesn't look it, but this is probably the best place to turn around and get out. Nice big wide junction like that. I can reverse it down there, and the way out is down that street there. It's a bit narrow, but we can do it. So come on, let's get these put away and crack on. Easy one. I'm going to give it a bit of a sweep off, but nothing too serious. But let's get them buckets on the neck now whilst we're winning, and then we'll pull forward and put the digger on. Goes to show, a bit of dry weather helps everybody, doesn't it? So that was a fairly easy one, fairly dry, wide, organised site. The lads have got the machines out, had it ready for collection, fueled up, buckets ready. It needed a little bit of a sweep off, but nothing too serious. And they had it on the hard standing part of the site, which is usually appreciated, I've got to say. So what I have to do now is get on up. Brilliant, get the beacons off. Don't be too painful. That little job in chipping we're interested enough. A tricky enough place to get into. But customer really helpful, that guy. They always are. They always pitch in and get the machines off and all that kind of thing. And so where their little site is just down the country lane, and they came out. So that made that so much easier with them coming out to shift their machines. And the 20 tonner weren't too bad. They got it out up on top of the hill, so I didn't have to drag it up the hill, which was a big relief, I've got to say. And final one is just drive down to Crewe for this. So we've done all right for the first day back. We've been broken in gently. Monday night, we're done. We're all loaded up, ready. These are going into Manchester tomorrow. That one's going to that Bower Street, that really awkward little place. Hopefully I can find a way of getting it off without going reversing in. We'll see. Steve's 3CX, that'll be easy enough, that won't be a problem. I'll meet him with that. And then we're going to get an Impact Crusher like we said. So that'll be good. So hopefully we'll see the people there, Ben and everyone. And we'll chuck that on and bring it back here. So that's us. It's been a busy day. Yeah. An enjoyable day. Good one. Right, okay, hopefully see you all tomorrow. Take care, folks. Good night. I thought we were off, but we're not off. No. While he's doing that, though. Yes, we are off. That's good. Busy around here this morning. Tippers coming by. pretty relatively clean start to the morning, and given that it's raining, we've got that really fine rain that gets you wet, if you know what I mean. There you go, no problem. Just leave it like that, if you in it in a bit. That's all Steve needs, don't start messing around with it. Just got this one to do now. So we'll back out of here, shut the gate behind us. And we're only going around the corner. Hopefully we can get it off into management instead of backing in that horrible little site. But we'll see what it looks like when we get there. It's only around the corner. We're on. So we've done everything we can to make it safe. The lads here have left it nice and clean as well. So we've chained that boom in, this belt, so you can see there, the chain holding it in place there. Let's mark it up as best we can. Pretty reasonably there, I think. We're ready to go. Awesome. I thought it could come in a clip shorter. So note to self, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just remember that. Just had my brew. Let's thread our way out of the services and take this home and get her off. So we got to see Ben. And we got to see Terry. Terry used to work with us, he used to work at CRH and he went to work there at Hopkins as well. He was a big help today. So I got to say hello to Ben. He was busy doing other things today out on his low loader with a tarmacking machine with a plate, I do believe. So not a tarmac or a pavement. So I was in there the other day and there was loads of room to get the machine off. There wasn't as much room to get it back on again. Nipped in to do a little site move. Well, it's not really a site move, it's site to site. Machine's clean, just chucked it on now, and we've got to get it over to a site, Fullerton Cleveley's, which I genuinely thought we'd finished. I thought it was long gone. So we'll see what it's like when we get there, how we get into the place. Well, that was a turn up. Just as I was putting that 13 tonner on over in Blackpool, I noticed just a tiny whiff of mist came up off the hydraulics on the back. So I got the chains on, didn't stand underneath it, believe me, never stand underneath the ramp. There's Andy. Got the chains on it, chained it up. But I'm only around the corner to drop the machine off, so I don't get machines off the sides. This deck's it's quite a sensitive deck. It's got rubber matting on it and stuff like that. But it's a bone dry, to be quite honest, polished tracks on the machine, bone dry, not very muddy. I'll go on and get it off the side. It'll just be easier. Then I can get the lorry home and get it mended. It's only like there's just a tiny bit. It's just tiny weeping. It's not. I wouldn't like to operate it because what happens is you operate it goes poff like that, the ramps fall down, all higgledy-piggledy, the man has to come out to mend it at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you know, and it's tricky to get the things back up again. So if they're up, you want to keep them up, you don't want to let them down again if the hydraulics are. So you can see the little cut in the pipe. It's, you know, it's, I didn't see it in daily checks, you know, and it's frayed and it's gone and it's gone. Hydraulic pipes go all the time on low loader trailers, especially when you're doing this kind of rough work like this. Man from Pertex here, and we're getting fixed, and we're done. We're getting a wash off, got all the oil off it. Wasn't a lot of oil. Didn't even need filling on the reservoir. We've tested the ramps, they're fine. So that's been was it Tuesday? Busy Tuesday. So it's made us a little bit late tonight. It's too late for loading diggers tonight now. But we'll be in at 6 with a 13 tonner going to Whiston on the outskirts of Liverpool. And then we're off to the health centre at Ormskirk again for another comedy multiple. Right. We shall see how it turns out when we get there. What do we say? There's no point worrying about it. Let's just do it when you get there. Okay, that's Tuesday. Good night, folks. Take care. Thank you for watching. Wednesday morning, just chucked this on. It's going to Whiston on the outskirts of Liverpool, and then we're off to Ormskirk, I do believe. That's Andy leaving. See you later, mate. That was fairly painless. Wasn't such a bad one, that. I got a digger stuck in there once. Good grief. Scarred me for life, he did. No, it worse about it. One of those silly jobs that last thing at night. And you know, yeah, go and get it. It's round there, pal. Just lock the gate when you're finished. You know, and okay then. And I went to get it, and the only way to get to the lorry was round this pile. So I went around the back of this pile and over one pile, and it just stopped. So it was just on the soft bit on the pile, and I went, right, okay, that's enough of that. And got it so it was safe, so it wouldn't sink. It weren't going to sink, but it weren't going to go any further. And instead of frunching away and trying to break your neck on it, I just turned it all off. Rang work, they said it's stuck, one of the lads will have to get it. And the next day they sent another digger up, and the two of them got it out. One digger with another digger, you know, which is better than you frunching away for hours on end and making an entire disaster with it. They're my machines, and as you can see, they're still using them. Well, I thought I'd had a right touch then. Those machines, we've decided to keep them for longer, which is fine by us, brilliant, no problem. So I thought, oh good, that's alright, don't have to mess around putting all that on. Then I found out where I'm going instead. Yeah. No, seriously, it should be alright. So we're going to little donkey sanctuary place up in Newbury, and then we're going to go back to Rainford to a client has got one of our rippy teeth, and we're going to get that and just get that chucked on the back of the trailer, chain it down. So plenty of fun for all the family. That is it. Just a little bit of a chicane to get out of. It's like a fishing lake and a petting zoo. So and the only place to work is in the car park. But we've got a banksman. Just need to get down that bit of a ginnel without clouting that BMW. There's a planter behind it as well. Don't want to hit the planter. And hopefully we'll keep off the grass as well, because it's all about presentation in this. Careful, yeah. That's it. Watch that shed. Okay, mate. Wow, his version of Crewe is not mine. But we're out. We have survived. Oh, dude. It's nice down here. Off. So next one is regular housing estate. I went past it earlier just to get a rippy tooth, big one. So hopefully we can find someone who'll pop it on for us, chain it down and get on home. Well, that dumper and ripper tooth came off a lot easier than they went on. I don't know how regular lorry drivers get on. The thing about doing low loadering that I like is that it's down to me. I decide how to get the machine off. I turn up, I take the machine off, I give it to the people. If there's any attachments, I remove them and give them to the operators or the contractors. And when it's out of your hands, because you've got to rely on somebody else and you've got to go and find it, good grief, it takes me back to just going on to RDCs or getting told what to do by jobs that don't really know themselves but don't want to tell you that they don't know. So you go onto a site like that with hardly any room to manoeuvre and you're there going, so where is it then? Well, I don't know. Nobody's told me it's coming. Right, that's not really what I'm asking, is it? All I'm saying is where's the ripper tooth? And it's not like I'm in a drop-side transit, is it? As I'm manoeuvring around the site and everybody's there making a big fuss about health and safety, quite rightly so. But yeah, you know, has anybody thought, well, why have we got this big Arctic pointlessly driving around the building site looking for a relatively small piece of equipment? Yeah. And I just talked to the plant manager when I got back in and she said, I've just booked it again. You need it back. You gotta love them, haven't you? And you wonder why your houses are sedate. Fair enough. Big leak on the slew ring on this, and I think Lynn thought she was going to be using it tomorrow. This is probably the only time that I'll track up a low loader with two buckets. But it's 13 tonner like this or an 8 tonner, because it's just easier with the way I want to sight the bucket in a minute. So get about halfway along like that. Check around, check the left. We're in a really quiet corner here, but never take anything for granted. So lay that just there in the middle. Yeah, that middle. lip of the bucket. Right, come on. Do you want to come off? Just come on. So when I lift the ramps, that bucket will roll towards the cab to sit hard against the ramps. So I'll turn this round, side on, let's get round there, same as always, just on the feeling of the pressure, nothing more than that. Easy race, slowly smooth, smooth is fast. So we're on. Weren't too painful, were it? I've just gone round with hand brush just to give it a bit of a sweep off, because we don't want stones going through people's windscreens, do we? I've had a stone go through my windscreen and I wasn't very happy about it, so I don't want to do it to anybody else. So can we just get round here? So just gets past this curtain sider. He's managed to find the wettest, boggiest bit of the line to park near. Right, that could be a problem. This, that looks wet and soft. Let's see. Alright, go through it. Check the detail. Yeah, we're back to go. This site used to be dreadful for access. It used to be really bad. And since they've expanded it into these new phases, it's got a lot easier. You see, I don't know if you can see, you probably can, you can see all these big posh houses to my left here. These have been up for, I don't know, about 5 years I think, longer than that. So they built a whole road to access the other phases that are working out on the Moss. And they did, it's a proper road, it's a proper tarmac road, it's not just a bit of stone and 6F5 with ruts in it. It's, if you can see it from the camera. It's, yeah, and they'll dig it all out when they're finished, or it'll be part of a new road for. I mean, look at that wide bit. If you can see the wide bit through the left-hand side of there now, it could even be a further junction for later on in the future. So we've got a pedestrian. So we don't want to run down my colleagues. Turn the beacons off now. Let's quick check round to make sure no one wants to get in here, because I'm going to shut this off, you see. I have to get right round like this so I can see out. Like that. We'll just have to be lucky with the traffic phases now. He's waiting. What a guy. Thank you. Cheers. If you can see there, that makes perfect sense why we've got that window on that quarter line when you're getting in and out of these awkward little places like that. If you can get the window, if you can spec it, never mind specking extra spot lamps and another paint job or some bull bars on the front, just get yourself some extra windows in it. If you're going to go on building sites all day long, you just want windows in the thing, really. You can get curtains on it if you need to. Right, we're done. Wednesday night. This is for Thursday, yeah. So this is going for selling. We'll take it to big dealers in Preston. We'll drop it off and see how they get on with it. So it's a grand machine, that 225 Hitachi. One of my all-time favourite machines. And that's going to M&M's and they're going to advertise it and sell it for us. Nice people that they are. So, Wednesday night done. It's been a good day. We've got plenty to do tomorrow and we'll be busy Friday too with some big machines, I do understand. So, for now, it's nice and clean, isn't it? We'll call it a night. Good night, folks. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow. Job done. Very nice people to do with. It's always organised when you get to them. Whenever you want to move the stuff, when they ask you to come and move it, it's always ready. Buckets are all there, swept off, it's ready to go. Really nice people to do with. Side to get out yet. Glad it's right. That would have been hard work in the rain. The only answer to these jobs is to start rushing. Just get the thing out, take your time, don't damage anything. Get on, don't be hurried. Good lads here, were really helpful. Had the machine ready, we're all ready to do, we just need a bit of a dust off. Bucket's ready. Well happy. Now not bad, we're alright. So it wasn't what I thought it was, I thought it was going to be on some traffic management, it was just some poky little building site here on the outskirts of Chester. Oh, well, it's a bad little trip. Won't take long to get this off. Calling International Rescue. Calling International Rescue. Broken down 8-wheeler up in Garstang. So just time enough to nip up there and get that, and then we'll get this thing back to Scania's. Hopefully get a lift back. Because it's a long walk from Scania's back to our one. ABS faults on this, so we brought it back rather than drive it. So it's a pretty sensible idea really, isn't it? Again, gearbox fault. We chauffeur awaits, so she's sat there now, and we'll sort it out in the morning. So that's us. Thursday night done. Got a crusher to do tomorrow, so we can't go till 9 o'clock anyhow. So hopefully it'll be fixed by then. So good night, folks. My man's waiting for me. So it's time to go. Good night. We're done. Ready on time. Get out of here carefully. People's very expensive lorries all around me. I didn't say what they did. There's only one guy there and he was too busy. He just did the admin. Gave me the keys and said, yeah, it's over there, help yourself. So I don't know if it's alright or not. I hope it is. I'm sure it will be. We've got a bit of rain coming down today. And we're waiting to get out at Scania's. Just for a change. We're off. Good time really. It's 9:30. The embargo actually finishes at 9 o'clock, but that's fine. So I've put the crusher on with the belt towards the rear because the movement order, the axle weight's on the movement order. Which is predominantly, so we need 11.5 ton on the drive and I've got 11.3. So we're running about right there. And it's got a notification for a projection to the rear of 2 meters. And the belt sticks out about 2 meters, so we're right on it. It's doing it the right way around. Personally, I think they're easier to manage belt forwards, but the movement order is a movement order. You've got to do what it says, haven't you? Friday night we're done. So we got back and we've got this little baby one on that's going to just a jack hose in forward in the morning. Then we're off to that elf centre to get that multiple that we didn't get the other day. Hopefully it's quiet tomorrow, but it'll be alright. There's a bit of bit of Irish fencing area which I can work in and keep all the doctors and nurses away from me work. Friday night out, folks. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If not, have a nice weekend. Good night, folks. Saturday morning, we're at Jacko's. Let's get this off now. What a place this is. Look at that setup all the way down there. You've got ground that's smooth but undulating like this. That's too high. That's too uneven. So what we'll do, we'll pull the lorry forward and probably stop it about there. And then we'll just have it on a smoother basis. This is still a, it's still I don't call it a baby crusher, but it is, nearly 40 ton. So we want to just get it in a nice smooth, when it comes off, it wants to come off nicely and not be any kind of jeopardy in any way whatsoever. With all the weight evenly as much possible on every axle as it comes along the trailer. Too painful. It helps that they've shut the car park. Like I say, no point worrying about this stuff. You never know what it's going to be like till you get there. Right, one time. It's not over till it's over. We have to get out of here yet. And these little electronic gates look expensive. So gentle. Wasn't too bad at all in there. A little bit of cone and sign moving made it a bit easier. And there's a road closure, but there isn't a road closure. It's a pretend road closure. But even so, with all this stuff on, we're grossing 44 ton. Well, that was absolutely mega. Just pulled in Charlie then to get me brew. 15-minute break, and one of the viewers spotted me and came over to say hello. David, how lovely to meet you. Well, absolutely wonderful. Good to see you, pal. Thank you for coming over and saying hello. What a nice chap he is. And I'm glad that he gets what I do with the channel. It's just day-to-day life. It's nothing extraordinary. It's just a job that I love. And it's just my explanation of that and celebrating it, really. It's just an enjoyable hobby. We're not here to be a world famous YouTuber or make any money at it. It's just about enjoying it. And it seems to me that comes across to the phone that watch it, and I am made up. That's really, really lovely. And as David said, if all of these films, all this stuff, all the little TikToks and stuff like that we do, if it encourages one person to get involved in this thing, well, crikey. I don't think cars are supposed to make that noise, are they? Really? It's one of those simple max power things, driving like a lunatic, undertaking and trying to be Vin Diesel on the M6. Anyhow, okay. So if going back to what we were saying, all these films, if one person's encouraged to get involved in the industry and make something of it and really enjoy it, I'm happy at that. I think that call had a result, and that will do for me. So that's it. The digger's not ready. Oh, I need that Bowser over there. So I can't do anything. I need to have the digger on next. It won't fit on otherwise. So we're stumped. They'll have to wait till Monday morning. But that's Monday's problem. That's us. It's been a full week, hasn't it? Well, we're finished now. Have a nice weekend, folks. Hopefully we'll see you all again on Monday. Take care. Bye bye.